Are you attending graduate school full-time in addition to being a full-time parent? Have you left your current career to pursue another one, or have you returned to college to further your current career? Do you maintain a full-time job in addition to being a full-time graduate student? Do you spend endless hours on graduate studies but feel you're in over your head? This occupational therapy group is based on the cognitive behavioral frames of reference. The purpose of this group is empowering non-traditional college students experiencing depression with coping strategies. The overall goal of this group protocol is to improve satisfaction and ability to participate fully in their educational experience and to balance the same in all meaningful activities. The first goal for this individual group session is creating a social support system, which may include scheduling routine outings, setting up a buddy or check-in system, and asking for help, not hesitating. The second goal for this individual group session is organizational skills, which may include daily use of positive self-talk, developing a daily to-do list, and incorporating behavioral changes daily.
Okay, I would like to welcome the group back. Hopefully everybody had a good week using some of the strategies that we talked about in last week's session. Before we begin talking about some of those strategies and the homework that we had for that, let's just go over what we're going to do today. So we're going to review some of the strategies that we talked about last week and see how those were working for people. Then we're going to do a new activity today that will help us learn some new strategies to use. After that, we'll share some ideas that we have, and then we'll wrap up the session. So to begin the review, I'd like to just see how everybody felt the homework assignment went, where I had everybody work on some of the assignments of either to-do lists or journaling or using some of those strategies. So I'd like to know what worked last week and maybe what areas didn't work so much for you, or areas maybe we could look at that could be helpful. So would anybody like to share some of the strategies they tried during the week last week?
I tried journaling before bed every night, and in the beginning of the week it worked really well. I felt like I got a lot of my emotions out, my feelings out in there. But towards the end of the week, with my exhaustion from doing everything, I kind of slacked and didn't do it. So it was beneficial in the beginning, but I think towards the end of the week I didn't follow through with it.
Okay. Did anybody else try journaling? No one else tried journaling? Okay. So maybe with that, you were saying that it was difficult because by the end of the week you were really struggling. Was there a certain time of day you were doing your journaling?
Before bed usually.
Before bed. So do you think if you changed the time of day that you did it, that might help?
That might be an option. I could try either in the morning or maybe during my lunch hour to, just jot a few things down.
Okay. So we'll see if maybe that would be something, since you're kind of tired by the end of the day and as the week goes on. So maybe start out or have it earlier in the day and see if that helps.
Okay.
Okay. Did anybody else have something that they would like to share that they tried?
I worked on a to-do list, trying to get that in place.
Okay.
And it seemed to work pretty good at the beginning of the week, but then my week got so busy and it was just hard to keep up on, and so I just kind of set it aside, and then I felt like I was just scattered after that. So I don't know that it really worked that well for me because I couldn't stay with it.
Okay. And did anybody else do the to-do list?
I did.
Okay. And how was your success with that?
I felt like it was really helpful doing like a weekly to-do list. A daily one was kind of too overwhelming for me, but I felt like doing one for the week was really helpful and it helped me stay on track.
Okay. And you were able to do it for the whole week then? Okay. So do you think that maybe using that strategy might work for you?
That might work because I tried to do one every day, and I didn't have enough time to focus on it, and it got lost on where to go. Yeah.
Okay. And maybe prioritize and pick the top things that you want to do instead of listing everything, because that might be something too that gets you feeling overwhelmed if you have a huge long to-do list. So maybe try those, and then we'll see how those work next week.
Okay.
See if the strategies work. So yours was good. And then what about you? Did you have any chance to do journaling or to-do lists?
Well, I tried to implement something, but I guess with school and work and trying to balance everything, and I'm also doing my new medication, and it was hard for me to get into a routine of cleaning.
Okay. So you weren't able to do any of the strategies this week, but which one would you think sounds like one you'd be able to do for this upcoming week?
I think the journaling one.
Journaling?
Yeah, I think that would work for me.
Okay. And so do you think you'd like to do it to how Miranda was talking about? Maybe have it mornings rather than evenings, since she was saying how she gets kind of tired. Do you think that would be something that would be helpful for you too?
Well, possibly in the morning, I guess, would be better for me.
Okay.
I mean, I know, Miranda, you said that you find it helpful for your emotions.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, it's good to kind of decompress and get everything that went on, but toward the end of the week, I just kind of was too exhausted. I'd rather just go to sleep than spend a few minutes journaling. Maybe even earlier around dinner time would be helpful for me.
Okay. That's great. So we've talked about some of the strategies that we've used and how they worked for us for next week, and we have a little bit of plans as far as changing some things to move forward. And then I would say just keep working on, fine-tuning that and keep using that to-do list. And if it feels like that's working for you, but you're still having some issues as far as emotions, you could try the journaling also. So maybe try that if you need that. But it sounds like everybody's doing really well with that.